everybody. Oh, my lips are really shining. Happy Friday. I'm a little late today. It's been one of those days. But I've been working on just rebranding, and just so everybody know, Island Jam Fitness is now Fit Mom CEO. I'm not sure if, well, you should have already seen like the transition going on my different platforms, but it's now Fit Mom CEO. So, and my new website is Jones-Hudson.com. So definitely check it out, and just subscribe. So I've been working behind the scenes. I just listened to Trent Shelton, and definitely want to encourage all the other entrepreneurs out there. He said something to me. Well, he just, not to me, but to me. He just said something that, whatever it is you're working on, put it out there, because you're putting all your time and your energy and your effort into something that you love. And that's kind of what it's been like for me with my fitness business. I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm gonna do more of that, because it's something that I do put a lot of my effort and my time, because I am passionate about everybody's health and their well-being. But I actually try to approach fitness from a different standpoint, because for me, being physically fit, really just encompasses your mind and your whole body. And when I was going through things in my life, fitness was the one thing that I could turn to, working out, whether it be running, walking, or whatever. But yes, I want to promote my own business, because it is an extension of me. Fit Mom CEO is the new Island Jam Fitness. So whenever you get a chance, just visit the website. It's about, I want to approach a lot of things from a mental aspect, because if your mind is not right, a lot of times it just controls everything else going on in your life. So and I do have a 30-day Fit Body Challenge coming up, which will start in April. The registration is not open for that yet, but I will push that out. So definitely, if you want to jumpstart your fitness, try that program. It won't disappoint. But today I want to talk about reaching out to other people. Sometimes even in your relationships with your friends, we may not share everything. We may be experiencing things that we may think that another person may not understand or have never been through, but not communicating or not talking to each other about it, and we try to deal with it on our own. But seriously, like I've come to realize that a lot of times we're basically going through some of the same things. But like me, and I've said this before, I tend to just go inside myself and try to deal with it on my own. But for me, what that does, it really, really affects me on a physical level. I get physically sick. I have ulcerative colitis, which when I get stressed, and I have a hard time knowing when I'm stressed. When my body reacts is when I know that I'm at that point. But what I've been trying to do, or what I've been doing, is really working on being able to manage that stress a lot better. Like this week, I ran the whole week as opposed to lifting weights, because I just needed that release. I wanted to, I just wanted to be outside. It's nice here in Georgia. The weather is beautiful, and it's been beautiful all week. So I take the time to get out in nature. Like, I love nature, and I ran and just listen to my podcast and everything. But definitely my message is to take the time to connect to other people, your friends, and be vulnerable. And I'm saying this, but I'm saying this to me, because I am not very good at being vulnerable. But well, I'm getting better at it. But just take the time to connect, reach out to somebody, because definitely, we're all experiencing things at different times, and sometimes we just need a sounding board. Sometimes we just need someone to listen, you know. And it helps. I think it can alleviate a lot of the turmoil that we feel, and do it non-judging. Just don't judge, because it's hard enough for people to talk to you about their issues, you know. Don't do it. Don't think that you're better than them because you're not going through the same things that they're going through. You might not be going through it now, but nothing says it won't ever happen to you at some point or time, and it may not, you know. But you can be that source of light for someone else if they are going through some things. I'm just really grateful. I want to live my life, you know, to the fullest each and every day, because it really is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised, and it seems like everybody's just going out of here, like just dying, you know. I hate to say it like that, but it's, you know, so we gotta cherish everyone, cherish our loved ones, cherish, you know, just cherish, value people. You may not like what they're doing, you may not like you know, the things that they say, but, you know, address it in a more productive way, to where, you know, it's not gonna fester and be this ongoing thing, you know, that it's really minute, you know. Just you can't build your own self-confidence or self-worth in that way, you know. So just take the time to be vulnerable, take the time to love, take the time to celebrate yourself, to put yourself out there. Just, you know, whatever it is you're working on, if you're working on doing a, you know, want to do your own business, want to lose weight, want to just self-development, self-improvement, just take the time and do that and celebrate yourself, you know. It doesn't matter if everyone agrees with what you're doing, as long as you feel good about what you're doing, as long as you know that what you're doing is not intentionally offensive to anyone, you know, because sometimes we can offend people and not even know it. But do everything with love and with kindness, because it matters. That's what matters, you know. I think about how I want to be remembered, you know, when I'm not here today, you know. And that's the other thing. Tell people you love them, or tell people how good they are, or, you know, don't do it when they're dying. I know I said that before, but I've just really been thinking about that, you know, how I want to be remembered. How do you remember my interaction with you, or your interaction with me? How do you, you know, what do you think when you see me walking in a room? And I know, you know, I'm not expecting everyone to like me, but at the same time, it would be nice that when you do see me, you're not filled up with you know, you're like, hey, that's Renee. I'm happy she's here, or I'm just happy to be in her presence, or whatever it is. And I'm not just talking about me, myself, just you in general. Make sure that the energy that you project is one that's going to be welcomed by everyone, or by most people, but because, you know, everyone won't. Definitely, that's what I wanted to stop by and say today. I had a busy morning working on my business, and I'm praying to God that, you know, he will just take it in the direction that I'm hoping it'll go in. And, you know, definitely I thank everybody for their support. You know, whether you supported me by subscribing, or purchasing one of my programs, by training with me, I definitely appreciate it. But I'm coming with some much better content, much better stuff. And I'm actually coming also from a point where I want to address, you know, your mind, your whole body, not just your physical body, your emotional, mental, and physical tied in, you know, because it does matter. And today, definitely, we've seen such a shift in the world today, and, you know, it's opened a lot of our eyes, and it was needed. It definitely was needed. So, you know, if you're gonna change or make a change, be committed to yourself. You know, the one thing I want to stress is, you know, you build confidence by showing up for yourself. Like this whole week, I didn't feel like working out, But you know what I did? I got up anyway, and I went outside. I would start off with a walk, and then I ended up with a run. You know, I ended up running my miles. But confidence is built by you showing up for yourself every time. You know, don't show up for yourself. Basically, show up for yourself in everything that you do, regardless of whether or not you want to do it. Show up, you know, because it is a depiction of how you will do everything else in your life. If you choose not to show up for you, you won't show up for the next thing. You won't show up for your job. You won't show up for your kids. You know, it plays out in different ways. So build your confidence, build your self-esteem, build your life by showing up. You guys have a great weekend, and thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for joining me in this moment. Oh, don't forget, don't forget, Island Jam is now Fit Mom CEO. Okay, the website is now ReneeJones-Hudson.com. It's just my name, but Island Jam is now Fit Mom CEO. I expect to see you guys there. Have a great weekend.